Hey, chicken wuss.
Hello there. Testing one, two, three. What is up, everybody? Happy Sunday. We're getting everything uh started up here. We added a new, new GIF on the starting screen because I've been seeing this goddamn Sophia Cunningham meme for like the last 4 days now. We got drops on too. Yep. If the game works. So let's see if the game works. That's the important thing. It's a core correction. Let's be real. Let's backtrack a bit. Happy Sunday. It's your boy Big Papi ETJ, your humble, gracious host for this morning. It's been a hell of a week. Let's say that. It's been a hell of a week for me because of all the things that I nerd about and fans about. But the main thing here is, despite everything, I just want dual format to work along with finishing this goddamn game, because that's the issue we're at right now. So a couple days ago I stress tested. We were like, it was just the boys in a Discord chat just fucking around, and I determined that or we determined, or Smog determined, shout out Smog, that enhanced broadcasting was fucking up my performance. So what I did was I turned it off. I put it back to my original Twitch stream specs. But when I did that, it didn't post the vertical. So in order for me to get vertical, I have to have enhanced broadcast on. So that's the caveat. But because I was getting weird bitrate issues, because my stream was saying, hey, you're pushing out, 20,000 KB, which is fine because I'm on fiber. Like, that's not an issue with me as far as upload bandwidth, because I can handle it. Somewhere my encoder was like, nah, just because you're doing too much. So what I did was I turned on enhanced broadcasting. I set it to my normal bit rate for Twitch, but I messed up my canvas output. So if you guys are watching this on horizontal, you guys are only getting 720 at 60 versus 1080 at 60, which I was trying to push for 2K, because 2K, what's up, Shasty? Because Twitch told me I was eligible for 2K, so I changed my output, and then of course it nerfs me automatically. So Twitch, you are winning at life right now, Twitch. I just want to say that for the record. Also, Shasty, you missed it yesterday. We were watching some fighting tournament stuff. We were watching Evo, or at least day 2 of Evo. We still saw a lot of Zangiefs in Street Fighter. We barely saw any Lydias in Tekken because Lydia got nerfed to shit, because obviously that character was broken from when we were watching Combo Breaker. But needless to say, nice. Yeah, I'm sorry that you couldn't hang out, but I'm glad to hear that new place on. It my guy. Ew. That's gross, brother. Ew. Brother. Ew. Sorry. 2 weeks, bro? That's crazy. Don't you have a kid though? I feel like you're a parent. Yeah, I'm saying my uncles tell that this is gonna okay. Like, I feel like because I work for an ISP, we do that a lot. Not we say we do that a lot to people, but like, people will wait the day that they have moved into their home thinking that we have same day like appointments, and it don't work that way. And then people have the expectation, they're like, hey, like, you know, you can just turn it on. It's like, no, we can't just simply turn it on, dumbass. Like, especially a lot of the people that move within our footprint, and then like move from like a regular coax network to like a fiber network, which is like a whole different modem and a whole different line. They're like, we can just plug it in. It's like, no, don't do that, because you're gonna fuck up your modem and you're gonna fuck up our line. But like, luckily our company's really good, because we can do within the same week at times. So I had a weird case where like I went to do a transfer for a customer, and she's like, if it's any possible, if you can have someone come out tomorrow or today. And I was like, I can't guarantee anything. And I got to the calendar and I was like, oh shit, if you could be there between like 2 to 4, they're like, bet. I was like, yep, same day, got her in. So she got lucky. I had a lady that I set up this week too. It was a weird account because like both her father and her were moving, but they were switching homes. But the weird thing was like they were in like 2 different systems in our footprint, which, because us, we're just weird that way. But like I got the dad scheduled for like next day, and then I went to go pull up the daughter, and I had to schedule the daughter out to next Monday, and I'm like, shit. And then something told me to I went into work the next day. Something told me to check the calendar again, because I was like, this don't seem right. So I went to go check the calendar again. I got her scheduled for Thursday, because I came into work Wednesday, and I called her back immediately. I was like, hey, I could squeeze you in on Thursday. I know it's not today, but I could switch you to Thursday. She's like, I'll take it. I'm like, boom. So I had one asshole call me Friday before he could just. Anyone that works in customer service, retail, of any situation settings, I need you to understand. It doesn't matter what you want. If you are walking into an establishment that closes at 9 o'clock, at 8:50, okay, so here's the buffer time. There's this buffer time where you should not enter an establishment knowing they close at 9. So if you enter an establishment at 8:57 and 33 seconds and after, you're a piece of shit. I just need you to understand that. I honestly need you to understand that you are the biggest piece of shit. There ain't nothing you fucking need that you decided, hey, you want to show your derpy ass up at 8:57, 8:58, 8:59. I'm sorry. There's nothing you need, bro. Go home. Go find Jesus, but go home. And here's Sprout. Sprout's like, yeah, go find. Sprout's like, go home.
My foot kind of sounds like a shoe, but I don't. I'm not wearing a shoe, but my foot is dusty now. That's why.
Sprouts. Yeah. Okay.
That's why.
Well, your foot fell asleep. Well, do me a favor, because we got to take your sister to school or to work. Go get your shoes on now.
Well, BRB.
Not yet, but we'll be BRB in like 10 minutes. That's why I'm telling stories right now. Listen, I'll give you 10 minutes, because here's the thing. If I know I fucked up and forgot something, or I needed something for like a birthday party, like if I know the store's closing in 10 minutes, I can leave it 4.5 minutes flat, because I don't fuck around. It's that last 2.5, 3 minutes that I don't give a fuck about you. What's up, Walker? I was thinking, oh, hey. I was thinking last night. Yeah, oh my god, that shit was fun. We gotta bring that back just for the shenanigans. What's up, Wildcard? It's been a long time, homie. How the hell are you? How are you and the babies and the wife? Because we don't fuck around. Because we know what we want. Because we know what we want. We're in, we're out. Like, secure the package and go. Like, the only time we're like I'll actually fuck around in a store if I'm shopping by myself And B, if I'm not like, if I don't want to go home and just want to decompress, then I will like, I didn't stream Friday night. I had no intentions. I was wanted to stream Friday night, but I got off of work and I was like, well, I got a shit ton of meal prep to do and I need to go to the grocery store anyway. So like, I didn't want to risk it leaving Saturday before we can't be trick Hazel. Let's go. What's up? Well, damn. I'm sorry to hear about Hazel, but I'm glad she's on the up and up. Again, I miss you, bro. I miss you and Hazel both. You guys are amazing. I love you guys, the whole family. And it's always good seeing you here, man. Trying to think. But yeah, like if I don't want to, if I have no intention of going home, like I'll take my sweet ass time. But like that's the only thing. But like Friday night, I got what I needed for oh no. She's a couple months old, right? She should be approaching a year. Am I wrong? I know that's the little one. I'm trying to think. But yeah, so I did my shopping Saturday. Oh my God.
I'm getting closer to it. Don't far, but I'm still a little proud.
You are 5. Stay 5.
Sorry, I can't.
She's also wearing my wife's shirt. She's wearing my wife's Sailor Moon shirt that I also have that same shirt too.
You have the same shirt.
Yes. So it's summertime.
So,
We have not cared one bit.
So
We all
summertime.
manners are out the door.
It's summertime. Go to the pool. Look at nature.
And go touch grass.
No. Don't touch grass. If you're allergic to grass, you can never go.
But how do you expect people to look at nature and not touch grass? That math don't math right.
If you're allergic to grass, don't touch grass. I'm fading down the screen.
Thank you.
It needs to be colder.
Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to relax and chill for a bit. Because we're gonna be leaving here in like 20 minutes. I love it. Yeah, well, I guess what? We're washing your hair tonight. Just so you know. I'm giving you a 9-hour prep time because we're gonna be fighting the whole time we do it. But okay. But yeah, going back to my previous point. So yes, there's no reason for you to be showing up 2-3 minutes to get anything from any type of customer service environment. Friday night, I got stuck on like a 20-minute call trying to fix some bullshit that happened that wasn't my fault. So my call lasted me up until the 25th hour of my shift. So like as soon as I put my notes in for this ticket, I knew that like, hey, there's no way a call's gonna come in at 8:59 and 15 seconds because hey, I'm on a 20-minute fucking conversation trying to fix an account. I put my notes in, I put my ticket in, I go into after call, finish everything, I make myself available, and then I kid you not, there was a call in queue for 45 seconds. So this call came in at 8:59 and 15 fucking seconds. And I looked at my fucking coworker and I'm like, what in the absolute fuck do you need at 8:59 and 15 seconds on a Friday night? Excuse me, I didn't mean to curse around you. So I pick it up, I answer the call, and it's a guy looking to transfer services. And I'm like, why are we transferring us? Why are we waiting at 8:59 on a Friday fucking night to transfer your services? So whatever. I go in the process. I run a 2-minute offense. Like, it's short, simple. I verify everything so that way I get QA points, because if for whatever reason it is always my luck that when I'm in a rush or want to get the fuck out of somewhere, QA always scores that call. So I'm like, whatever. I hit all my QA points, whatever. Again, 2-minute hurry up offense. Like, I'm trying to get you off the phone so I could go home. It's Friday fucking night. Motherfucker wanted to go over every important detail with me, and I'm like, motherfucker, you called in at 8:59. We close at 9. I am not giving you a breakdown of your fucking account. I'm not wasting time. I don't give a shit if your email is spelled correctly on your account. I always check with this is close. No. That's too much courtesy. That's too much. You giving way too much courtesy to that one. Nah. If I know it's closing, I don't show up because I know these motherfuckers want to go home. I have respect because I've been there before. You know, when I was a manager at Target, trust me, my ass was at the door at 8:55. Anytime that I had a closing shift or I worked overnights, my ass was at the door by 8:55. We closed at 9, 8:55. I have one register open, one self-checkout open. Everyone else up front's fucking cleaning up, getting money counted, getting the recovery put away. But again, I got one register, one self-checkout. I have the automatic entrance that lets people in. I close that immediately. So you have to pull the door. So I have to hear you come out the door and listen to you open that door.
Door. It's just a door.
So
a door is a door, nothing else.
Don't worry. But when I used to close, when we had to make the closing announcements, that shit started at 8:40. So that way everybody know what it is.
What does it sound like?
Normally that shit starts at 8:45. Nah, that shit starts at 8:40. Hey, you got 20 minutes to get your shit and go.
What does it sound like?
And then every 5-minute interval, hey, 8:45, we close it in 15 minutes. You got 15 minutes to get your stuff together. 8:50, hey, you got 10 minutes to get your stuff together. I don't mess around.
You just get your stuff.
I don't mess around.
You just get your stuff, walk out the door, and come home.
Trust me, I be telling people when I be leaving voicemails and like if I don't get a hold of them at work, hey, such and such, you know, sorry that we missed your call, but hey, if you need to speak to us, we open from 8 to 8:30 on Monday through Fridays.
8 in the morning.
If you call on a Saturday, I know we open at 5:30. We close at 5:30 on Saturdays. Hey, guess what? You got from 8 to 5 on a Saturday to call us.
You don't go Saturday.
Because again, the last 10 minutes, 20 minutes on a closing Saturday shift at my job, we trying to get the fuck home. Why is lock here? Because that was from a medicine thing.
I like the lock.
So yeah, I don't mess around. But point being, don't be that guy. Don't be that person.
Yeah, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
If it's that important to you, then you need to take care of that stuff ahead of time. Like I'm sorry. And like I get okay, so and here's a conversation about gender. So I get sometimes men are very absent-minded, and like our prioritization system is different than what a woman's priority system is. So like I get sometimes where sometimes guys just flat out be like, oh shit. And as men, we got to work on that, especially if you have a partner, regardless of what the opposite sexes of the partner. If you got a partner, you got to be able to figure that shit out. Like you got to convene and be like, hey, what's the priority system? Because your partner is going to get the wheels in motion for you. Unless you're married or dating a Virgo, that's different. A Virgo already has your life scheduled out, just so you know. Male, female, doesn't matter. If you are married to anyone, I hit the wrong button. If you're married or have a partner that is a Virgo or is a Virgo, I'm sorry. It's a you thing. And I'm saying that because I'm a Virgo. It's a you thing. So my thing is, I happen to marry a partner who happens to advance my life and my Virgo bullshit. So like I'm good. Like my thing is, it's just I need to make sure that if this is what the timeline is, because we got to shuffle other moving parts. Like them kids are ready 30 minutes before we even ready to walk out the door. We're not waiting to the 0 hour to walk out the fucking door. So, all right. So let's try this. Cause I've been yapping a little bit. I do want to yap a little bit more because again, I'm gonna do a long BRB because I gotta take my kid to school, but I'm not school, but to work. But I'm not trying to end stream. So let's try loading the game. Oh baby, won't you remind me of what I am? Wait, what screen is it coming on? I'm scared. Wiggy. How I'm feeling about the Panthers? It's still too early. I just want to say that it's still too early. I'm glad that we got the Kachuk brothers. Like, that made me feel good. It's still too early. Injuries messed us up. Like, and that's why I also want to get on this one too. Bro, there's so much shit that happened in sports this week that I need to talk about. First of all, I just need everybody to understand. Boston Celtics, you can kiss the dark side of my taint and my asshole and the dingleberries that are hanging from my left ass cheek, because fuck you guys. Like, absolute fuck you guys. I'm excited that Miami was actually able to pull this trade off and get Giannis Antetokounmpo. And what we gave up, I mean, I feel like we still gave up a lot, but it warranted it because of the type of player that Giannis is. So I can't be mad at the haul. Hello? Properties? Because we gave so much for this haul. Hello? Why is it no working? Why you no work? Okay, delete. And then the fact that in the draft, Boston wanted a specific shooter that they were looking at, and Mai was like, hold that. We traded up to go fucking snatch them from the Boston Celtics. So I'm happy at what we did this week. Hopefully we are able to get some pieces around Bam and around Giannis to help make the shooting a little bit better. So again, TBD, a lot to come here. It's still early. Free agency starts, I believe, July 1st. So we still got time. Okay, guys, let's do this test run. I am now playing in Windows mode. I'm not even have full screen up. But also drops are on. So if you are watching, and have the game 007 First Light, make sure that your Twitch is tied to your is it 101 or IOI? It's the same developers that did Hitman. If you have an account with them.
Laser trip mines too.
I'm more worried about the ones we can't see. Break a beam and trigger those mines, Beckett will be scraping you off the deck.
Any idea how to disarm?
Negative. But lasers react to particles in the air. That should help you circumvent them and not get blown up.
Noted. Meet you at the cabin door.
Okay, so damn, I forgot I have to take. Hey, so how are we looking on the stream, guys? Oh shit. Good thing that I ducked down. Right? Hell yeah. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Perfect. So I got Larkin thing. Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna be a very super long BRB, but hold the phone because I want to take my kid to work real quick. And then here we are. Then I got isn't the draft soon though? I think the draft is soon for you guys, correct? Also, shout out the Novo review or Anne and the Hurricanes. I'm happy that Anne's team won. I need to say that for the record. Like everybody's eating. Like everybody's eating. I want your Detroit Red Wings to get one too. Don't worry. Like I'm gonna send that positive energy. If it ain't us this year, then I want you. I want y'all guys to eat. Like I want you guys. Damn, already? God damn. Right here. So hang on. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna play some music. Play some hold music. Not really. Oh shit. Well, hold that thought, 'cause I want to see who you guys who you think would be a good fit. Also, I've been seeing Bennett's name in trade talks, and I like Bennett, and Bennett helped fuel the offense. I don't want to lose Bennett. I really don't want to lose Bennett. I don't want that happening. I don't want that happening. So, all right, hold tight, guys. The castle converges. This converges to the castle Oblivion. Like there would have been some inkling in here. Like there should have been like a scene between like Sora and his attachment to Ventus. Maybe I'm in my mind I am trying to rewrite a game with what the source material's out, and like right now in my mind I just had like a very random deep thought brain fart storm where I was like, you know, with what is out, like how could 3 be better? Or how could 3 be better? Partly because I was in the Twitch chat not too long ago, and one of the streamers that was in there tried to make a compelling argument for Kyrie being a somewhat decent character. And I've been on record highly critical of Kyrie because I don't think, in my opinion, Kyrie has anything to offer to the overall story. You know, we've had 20 plus years of Kingdom Hearts dating back to 2002? Be 22 years. So yeah, you understood her purpose in 1, felt out of place in 2, definitely in 3 I wasn't a fan of what played out in 3. So I just think that overall, you know, if we could rewrite or repurpose 3, if you do less plot point in Dream Drop Distance and you include that into 3, I think it kind of gives them correction. if you pull from 02 Birth by Sleep fragment and you go, hey, you know, actually we'll go even further here because we're going to go deep down the rabbit hole. So you do Recoded as is. You do Recoded as is. Then go back here, get rid of this. Then you still do Dream Drop Distance. You do it up to the point where you stop at Sora, the reveal. You stop at the reveal of, hey, we are the 13 Xehanort. We're the 13 Xehanorts. Sora falls asleep. And then, boom. But in the meantime, you introduce Axel or Lee 10 times earlier than you do. So that way you still set Kairi and Lee off on the path of Keyblade, being Keyblade warriors. So in between Dream Drop Distance, while Sora and Riku are doing them the Mark of Masteries, you have Lee and Kairi training. So then that way you amp up Kairi going into 3, and then you expand her role in 3 so that way she doesn't feel as useful. Because basically, at least 2/3 of the in Kingdom Hearts 3, she's training with Lee. At least you give them a story where, at least you set up a plot line where, hey, if you reintroduce them again in Kingdom Hearts 3, they're at least helping find Princesses of Lights, and they're not just there just for buffer. So then, when you get into 3, you start Kingdom Hearts 3 with Riku and Mickey fighting the organization to free Sora. You build up Riku, and you do kind of what you did in 2, where in this plot point, while Sora's being ineffective because he's fallen asleep, you start off 3 like you start off Kingdom Hearts 2 with Roxas. You have Riku progress through Sora, save him, pull him back. You jump right into it. Hey, Sora, da-da-da-da-da-da. Because, you know, you failed the Mark of Mastery, you're going to have to redo it again, or at least learn the power of waking elsewhere. So you still get the 20 hours of Sora going through everything, but you make it more meaningful. Because now he's more adamant about learning how to do the power of waking because of the fact that he failed so miserably because Riku had to sit here and pull him out. Riku still goes on the path of the Dark World where him and Mickey go out to find Aqua. You make that more condensed so that way it's not 2 trips down. It's 1 meaningful trip down, and then you get the Aqua reveal. And then you proceed forward here. You have Kairi and Lee or Axel kind of still help out in between. And then you kind of give them more of a prominent window, and then you still do what you do in the graveyard, the Keyblade graveyard, with the 7 lights, with the 13 darknesses. You kind of clean it up a bit because I feel like it's still mush, because there are some parts in there where you're just like, ugh. I think the double fights don't, like, I think fighting everyone twice doesn't help, because it's not a seamless thing, because it's like you fight them, it's like cutscene, you fight them, another cutscene, and then you ramp everything up again, and then it needs to be one, each significant antagonist of darkness has to be a very significant fight, and you make it more of a dungeon crawl than you do an open, hey, we're fighting 3 of them, like we're fighting 3 of them at the same time. You make it more unique and impactful. Boom. We move on to the final three. You do the three Xehanorts. You do Ansem, you do Xemnas, and then you do Zarg Xehanort. You still do that. You make that more meaningful as well too. You make Mickey and Riku more useful because I feel like in that fight it's a bit. You introduce when Sora dives again into Xehanort's heart to face him. You still do the DLC part where you get the 7 lights fighting against the 13 darknesses. You don't make that a DLC, you include that in. So that way Remind doesn't feel like a rehash of everything. Like, because that's my issue with Remind, it's because you're doing everything again the third time. So you include the stuff that you omitted in the original game that you shoved in the Remind, make it part of the original story. Basically, Remind should only be something where you break it down and you tie Remind into Melody of Memories. That Remind DLC should not patch up everything that was omitted in the original game, which I'm double downing on that statement. And you still keep the same concepts, you still keep the data battle share, you just omit the 3 hours of the ending of 3 that you have to play again. And you make everyone selectable in meaningful boss fights against the 13 darknesses.
Have you heard about Twitch Prime?
Fix that. It's all in there. Ending still happens.
My name
Ending still happens.
My name
Ending gets you to Remind.
My name
Remind gets you to the 13
Hello.
data battles. You unlock your Zora, and then Remind DLC ties you into Melody and Memories.
Hello.
So that cleans up the last 4 or 5 games here. You start at Coded, the end of Coded, as you're falling to darkness. You start 3 with Riku diving in to save him. You do 3, more condensed, more meaningful story plot point, and then boom, Remind ties you into Melody and Memories. That's it. We done fixed it. We done fixed the horse shit. It makes the games more meaningful. It gives you an opportunity to make the characters more impactful that you feel like may have not been impactful. Again, I feel like that with Axel. I felt like Axel could have had more of a prominent role in this game, but because he was off training, same with Kairi, you get a more prominent role in Riku, who has now become a Keyblade master. So you at least get more Riku and more of an impact on his story, because now with 3 opening up with you rescuing Sora, you kind of jettison Riku as a hero after coming off of the bullshit that he went through in 1, trying to redeem himself between Chain of Memories, Days, and then, you know, the reveal in Kingdom Hearts 2. So that way, when you get to 4 still opens up the same way that 3 opens up. You have now Riku diving into Quadratum looking for Riku. So that way we get 2 games of using a Keyblade master and not just 1. We done fixed it. We done fixed it. We done fixed it. We done fixed it. The castle converges. This converges to the castle Oblivion. Like, there would have been some inkling in here. Like, there should have been like a scene between like Sora and his attachment to Ventus. Maybe I'm in my mind, I am trying to rewrite a game with what the source material's out, and like right now in my mind I just had like a very random deep thought brain fart storm where I was like, you know, with what is out, like how could 3 be better? Or how could 3 be better? Partly because I was in the Twitch chat not too long ago, and one of the streamers that was in there tried to make a compelling argument for Kyrie being a somewhat decent character. And I've been on record highly critical of Kyrie because I don't think, in my opinion, Kyrie has anything to offer to the overall story. You know, we've had 20 plus years of Kingdom Hearts dating back to 2002? Be 22 years. So yeah, you understood her purpose in 1, felt out of place in 2. Definitely in 3, I wasn't a fan of what played out in 3. So I just think that overall, you know, if we could rewrite or repurpose 3, if you do less plot point in Dream Drop Distance and you include that into 3, I think it kind of gives them correction. If you pull from 02 Birth by Sleep Fragment and you go, hey, you know, actually we'll go even further here because we're gonna go deep down the rabbit hole. So you do Recoded as is. You do Recoded as is. Then go back here, get rid of this. Then you still do Dream Drop Distance. You do it up to the point where you stop at Sora, the reveal. You stop at the reveal of, hey, we are the 13 Xehanort. We're the 13 Xehanorts. Sora falls asleep, and then boom. But in the meantime, you introduce Axel or Lee 10 times earlier than you do. So that way you still set Kyrie and Lee off on the path of Keyblade, being Keyblade warriors. So in between Dream Drop Distance, while Sora and Riku are doing them the Mark of Masteries, you have Lee and Kyrie training. So then that way you amp up Kyrie going into 3, and then you expand her role in 3 so that way she doesn't feel as useful, because basically at least 2/3 of the in Kingdom Hearts 3 she's training with Lee. At least you give them a story where at least you set up a plot line where, hey, if you reintroduce them again in Kingdom Hearts 3, they're at least helping find Princesses of Lights, and they're not just there just for buffer. So then when you get into 3, you start Kingdom Hearts 3 with Riku and Mickey fighting the organization to free Sora. You build up Riku, and you do kind of what you did in 2, where in this plot point, while Sora's being ineffective because he's fallen asleep, you start off 3 like you start off Kingdom Hearts 2 with Roxas. You have Riku progress through Sora, save him, pull him back. You jump right into it. Hey, Sora, da-da-da-da-da-da. Because, you know, you failed the Mark of Mastery, you're going to have to redo it again, or at least learn the power of waking elsewhere. Of course, I come in here and Meek Mitz is already talking shit to some capacity. Hello, game? All right, we're back here. Sorry about that. That was very impromptu because I swear, as soon as I turned stream on, I was like, "You think it could work?" I was like, so apologize about that, guys. And now my vertical decides the game was there and then the game was not there. Okay. Unacceptable. What's up, Shuey? Shuey. What's up, man? How are you, bro? How's your weekend going, man? Also, congrats on the new home, man. I want to say that here. So proud of you, man. I was telling the story about what happened Friday night. Going great. Evo waiting room. Nice. What games are starting? Because we were watching Evo last night in the Discord. So we were like toggling in between Tekken and Street Fighter. Luckily, no Lydias. We did not see any Lydias. I think that character really got broken after the nerf. So mm-hmm. Yeah. There are a lot of players that got knocked off early. I'm so confused because why? Hang on. My vertical's fucking up here. Okay. That game is very weird to watch. Yeah, but the problem is Bennett did fuel the offense, and I'm a bit afraid of losing that, especially at times when it got stagnant. Like, nothing against Marchand, and again, injuries sucked. Injuries sucked, and even that last championship run that we had, Bennett was crucial in that. Like, there were times the offense bogged down, and then it was like, okay, like, we got nothing, and Bennett will go out and get one. So, like, I'm afraid to lose that. Why is my vertical now fucking up? Why vertical decide, hey, you know what? No game capture. Yeah. And I would love to see losing Barkov early sucked, bro. Like, absolutely fucking sucked. But yeah, I was watching a little bit of TKO or TXKO. That game looks aesthetically pleasing, but Tarks and the rest of the group told me not to get excited about that game because it is an epic game. So if I feel like I keep talking about 2xKO, Tark's gonna come in and yell at me and tell me it's a trap, so we're gonna move off of that game. We're just move off. But the game looks optimal. I'm not gonna lie and say don't look optimal. It looks optimal. But because it's an epic game, that's why it's a trap. I'm not saying I wouldn't mind wanting to play it. What they were worried about was like, hey, dummy, like, don't end up spending like $8 million on the game because, you know, gotcha and all that shit. That game, but the game does look optimal. It looks like when you start doing combos, like, the shit actually hurts. Like, the damage outputs are very responsive. The tag system looks very interesting because I didn't realize that, like, I kept seeing it last night, but like Yeah, yeah. They're lasers. Wait. Wait. There's a laser there. I feel like there's gonna be a laser here. We're choppy now? Okay. What do we do differently then? We were just running fine before the break. Oh my God. Okay. We were just running fine before the break. Thank you. Game capture. Oh my God, we were just running fine before I went to fucking take my kid to school, bro. Oh my God. This is so aggravating. Is my aspect ratio off now? No, it's just my OBS. Also, thank you, Shui, for the Twitch Prime resub. I didn't. Luckily, maybe the notification went off before I was on BRB, but thank you for that, Shui. Whoever was here enjoying, whoever was enjoying. Well, what's up, my dude? What's up, my dude? Listen. My ears hated life for a short moment. What's up, Lens? How are you, homie? Give the homie a good shout out real quick while we're trying to troubleshoot. How you been, man? How are we feeling? It's too early to tell, Lance. I don't want to jinx it. It's still too early. Tiki, what's up, Tiki? What's up, Tiki? How are you? It's still too early to tell. It's still too early to tell. But if I was a bet, man, Bam gets one. Bam is deserving of one because Bam is such a great player and a good guy. Listen, there's no shame in that. There is no shame in that.
GG's, guys. GG's.
There is no shame in that.
No damage, Finigas.
Let's go. Let's go. Again, if you guys are not following the homie Lens Dimensions, definitely give him a follow. He is the king of Kingdom Hearts challenges, man. King. Not much, man. We've just been vibing. As always, you know how it is when you come in here. We're always vibing. Always having technical difficulties, you know, always talking about sports and shit. We were just talking about sports before. I went to go drop my kid off to the school, but yeah, it's been a good time, man. I'm happy. I'm excited about the upcoming NBA season. I do want to see Cleveland do well because you guys are close. Again, when I saw the trade happen, I knew you guys weren't a James Harden away. You guys needed another serious piece, and I'm shocked that Cleveland didn't make a play at Giannis, because you guys have the pieces and you guys have the money for it.
Laser trip mines too.
Okay.
More worried about the ones
We're
we
running.
can't see. Break a beam and trigger those mines.
Choppy. No choppy.
Any idea how to disarm?
Negative. But lasers react to particles in the air. That should help you circumvent them
Okay.
and not get blown up.
Noted. Meet you at the cabin door.
So there's a laser there. What the absolute fuck?
Chessboard here. It was in
Okay.
the middle of-
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end stream and I'm gonna fucking turn off this enhanced broadcast because fuck vertical. Absolute fuck vertical. And it's I can guarantee it's the vertical. I don't think it's the actual game. I mean, it is the game, but it's something that Twitch is doing because my bit rate is fine. I'm not dropping any frames. So if I'm not dropping any frames and I'm not having any performance issues on my end, then it's something that Twitch can't handle, because Twitch is like, I don't know what to do. Are you doing too much? And it's like, I'm not doing too much. I'm just doing what I normally have been, because it's crazy is that I can go ahead and do both. Like I can do TikTok. I'm running YouTube right now. Like I can do YouTube and Twitch normal and no issues. Actually, I can do 3 with no issues. But it seems to be, since this new vertical push, it's just like I don't know. So hang on. I'm gonna pause the stream real quick, and then you guys refresh, and then I'm gonna mess with some settings here real quick. So